What I'm talking about today is paranoia and paranoid delusions. I'm Dr. Beth Colby from Talk Mental Health. Okay, so what is paranoia? What is a paranoid delusion? So a delusion, as I said in my talk on schizophrenia, is a fixed false belief, and it's out of keeping with the person's educational, religious and cultural background. So it's totally fixed and false. So somebody, for instance, might believe that the FBI are spying on them, they want to get them. They may believe this because they may hear voices telling them that they are. And then what happens is somebody sort of makes up a complex story around that to explain why they're hearing this, because the voice is really, really real to them. So they may think, well, how can the FBI be spying on them? Maybe they've put cameras in the house or video equipment. Maybe through the microwave, there are microwaves coming through that are looking at their thoughts, for instance, and they may feel as though the FBI can read their thoughts, or may feel as though their thoughts are interfered with by thoughts being put into their head or taken out. They may believe that the FBI is communicating them through special messages on the television or in the newspaper, or that certain people going past their house or on the bus are spies from the FBI. And it may be they might know who the spies are because of the colour of their handbag or their shoes or coat or whatever. These are just sort of made up examples. So there's an elaborate system of thought going on that is one's totally unable to break through that. And even if a friend would say, well, no, come on, why would the FBI be speaking to you? People don't normally believe that. Why would they pick on you? And whatever questions people have or psychiatrists have, this is not going to shake that person's view. And they might not even know why they're being picked, but they know that they've specially been persecuted. Okay, and then delusions of grandeur, so paranoid delusions of grandeur might be somebody may believe that they're of a special status, perhaps if it's a religious one, that God's chosen them to come and save the world from climate change or from extinction of man or whatever. Or they may believe that they're really part of the royal family secretly, but nobody knows it, and they're a much higher station than they are, or that somebody famous is in love with them, sends them messages, although the famous person they're thinking of doesn't even know them. So these are sort of two examples of paranoid delusions, and that would be part of a mental health disorder. So particular disorders that might have that are schizophrenia. If somebody's manic and high, they may have delusions of grandeur. If somebody's very depressed with psychosis, they may have depressive delusions of persecution. Somebody on drugs might have them short term. And then there's a condition called persistent delusional disorder, where somebody would have an elaborate system of belief, maybe of persecution, but they generally don't hear voices, i.e. have auditory hallucinations. And that tends to be lifelong from adulthood and is quite circumscribed, so it doesn't otherwise affect their everyday life. They just believe this bizarre thought. Some people sometimes believe they've got a chip in their body, or they're being invaded by worms to explain pains in their body, or they may think that their dental implants somehow being put there and are giving them poisoning of some sort, and that's been deliberate. So that would be in persistent delusional disorder, where they don't have any other particular symptoms of mental health disorders. And then there's paranoid personality disorder. Right, so with a paranoid personality disorder, let me just give you some examples of symptoms of that. Excessive sensitiveness to setbacks and rebuffs. Tendency to bear grudges persistently, e.g. refusal to forgive insults and injuries or slights. Suspiciousness and a pervasive tendency to distort experience by misconstruing the neutral or friendly actions of others as hostile or contemptuous. A combative and tenacious sense of personal rights out of keeping with the actual situation. Recurrent suspicions without justification regarding sexual fidelity of spouse or sexual partner. tendency to experience excessive self-importance, manifest in a persistent self-referential attitude, preoccupation with unsubstantiated conspiratorial explanations of events, both immediate to the patient and in the world at large. Okay, so we've talked about paranoia, we've talked about paranoid delusions and what mental conditions people could have them. We've talked about persistent delusional disorder, and we've talked about paranoid personality disorder. If you like this video, please put a thumbs up, please subscribe to the channel. See you soon.